Imagine this: a child passes away, yet the echo of his footsteps and the warmth of his love still try to come home. A soft knock on the gate, another tap at the window, and soon the quiet corners of the house whisper with his presence. What would a parent feel when the child they buried seems to be standing just outside their door? Step into the haunting mystery, behind the gentle knock of an innocent soul returning from the other side. This is Whisper from History, where forgotten voices rise again. The winter air of the small village lingered with a stillness that felt almost unnatural. Snow rested on the wooden roofs, and the narrow paths carried only the faint echo of the past week. The funeral of young Elias had shaken every home. He was only 12, quiet kind, always the first to help his mother carry water from the well. And now he lay beneath the cold earth, or so everyone believed. Nights in the village moved slowly after his burial. Families closed their doors earlier, lamps dimmed sooner, and whispers carried across the frozen wind. Then came the first knock, a soft, gentle tap at the door of the house where Elias once lived. His mother rose from her chair, thinking perhaps a neighbor needed help. She opened the door and found nothing but drifting snow. No footsteps, no visitor, only silence waiting for her reaction. But this was only the beginning. 2 nights later, the same sound echoed again. 3 slow knocks, as if made by a small hand. His father rushed to the door and stepped outside, searching the shadows between the trees. The moon lit the path, yet revealed nothing. Still the knocking returned the next night, and the next. Each time at the same hour. Each time with the same quiet insistence. What whilst trying to come home? Villagers gathered in the church hall, desperate for answers. Old men whispered of restless spirits. Mothers clutched their children close. A boy lost so young, they said, might not understand that he had passed. But one elder suggested something darker. What if Elias had never left the world at all? The fear grew heavier. Dogs barked at empty space. Windows frosted over from the inside. And every night the knocks grew a little louder, a little closer, until they could be heard by the neighbors living 3 houses away. Whispers turned into dread. People began to ask whether the grave itself should be opened, whether something beneath the soil was not resting as it should. But who would dare face the truth waiting under the earth? On the 7th night, everything changed. Elias' mother sat awake as the village bells tolled the late hour. Snow pressed against the windows, and the house felt strangely warm. Then came the knocks again. Not at the door this time. At the window beside the chair where she sat. 3 gentle taps, as if a small hand wanted simply to be let in. She rose, trembling, walked to the window and looked out into the darkness. What she saw was a shape. Small, slender, unmoving. The outline of a boy standing just beyond the soft glow of the oil lamp inside the room. But the truth was far darker than anyone imagined. When the villagers finally gathered the courage to open the grave the next morning, the discovery froze every breath around the cemetery. The coffin was intact, the soil undisturbed. The boy lying inside looked peaceful, as though he had not moved at all. Yet that very night the knocking continued. This time at several houses across the village. Each knock delivered with the same careful, gentle rhythm. As if someone was wandering from door to door, seeking warmth, seeking recognition, seeking home. But what was really happening behind the curtain of this quiet winter village? The story of Elias endures because no explanation was ever found. The knocking continued for 9 long nights. Then without warning it stopped. No more sounds. No more shadows. Just silence settling over the snow like a final breath. The villagers waited, afraid that the knocks might return. But they never did. And to this day, the question remains. Who's knocking on the doors after the boy was already laid to rest? Elias was buried in the ground, yet the echo of his presence spread through every corner of the village. As if the little boy was still trying to find his way back to his parents, the knocks may have stopped, but his longing, his fragile footsteps still breathe through the silence of that village. As if he is gone, yet somehow still there. Tell me in the comments how this story felt to you. And we meet again in the next tale. Do not forget to subscribe.